Hey, what's up, fellas? Damn. It's getting a little chilly outside. Yo. Fuck, I was at the fucking gym working out. Man. Check it out. I got my, this is called a Q-Link pendant. It's quite expensive. And then I got these fucking negative ion bracelets. Fucking, they got special like magnets that fucking, underneath. I got these ones too, right here. And they do something to the blood, like they pull the negative ions out, and just helps you with balance and coordination and agility and stuff like that. It enables me to do like just superhuman acts and stunts, backflips, and you know, I put these on when I go on a ninja quest, and I go like climb on roofs and shit at the college. I talk about it in my book too, 10 Steps to Success, in the health and fitness chapter. Yeah, definitely step up your game. You know, sometimes they sell them in the malls, but these aren't the ones from the malls. These are like the real deal. These are expensive. So anyway, we want to talk about ice clenching. You know, this is a technique I learned. I'm part of a secret society called the Seduction Community, or the PUA community. And when I was doing my trials several years ago, like in 2007, around that time, I think, we had to do these crazy activities. One of them is called ice clenching. I made some fresh ice before I left. So you see, oh shit, what else I got in this fridge? A lot of fucking fresh fish, cod. Ooh, I got cotton candy, ice cream, birthday cake, Thin Mint, Girl Scout cookies, what? Broccoli, good healthy stuff. Stick to the ice cream, maybe after on my cheat day or something. But unfortunately, that's not today. So, but yeah, so we had to do all these crazy kind of activities. One was ice clenching. We had to walk on fire. We had to walk on broken glass. I walked on broken glass in 2010, actually. And then fire was in 11. So it's ice is like the first level, then walking on broken glass and walking on fire. And but anyway, they're techniques that you can use basically, because a lot of guys, they have what we call AA. It means approach anxiety. So like you see a beautiful girl and you're like, oh, she's my crush, I want to talk to her, but then like something in your body, it's like you try to step forward and like it's like someone just slammed the brakes. And even though you want to talk to this pretty girl, you want to get your dick inside her, you want her to spread her legs and you know, pound that puss, something stops you, and we call that approach anxiety. But there's ways to get over it, because really it's just a mental block. What happened in terms of evolution about 100,000 years ago, we lived in little tribes, basically with, you know, 50 people in a tribe. It would have been like you and 49 other people. Some of them were, you know, there would have been a leader of the tribe, the alpha male, and then he's going to have his friends or his tribal elders, and then he's going to have his harem of women. Some of the people in the tribe are children, some are old people, and then there's kind of the beta males and the working class that go out and hunt that wild buffalo. And when we lived in these small tribes 100,000, 150,000 years ago, let's say you wanted to talk to a girl. If you talk to the wrong girl, like if you talk to the alpha male's primary and he didn't like that, then he could pick up a big rock, or he'll have one of his tribal elders do it and smash it over your head, and you will die. So it's ingrained into all men to fear the approach, because 100,000 years ago, approaching the wrong girl could lead to certain death. So here we are in 2017. We don't need that mechanism anymore. Our brains, they're wired for 100,000 years ago. Okay, we're in this new age. Really, now it's just you protecting your ego. You want to talk to her, but then you're like, oh, something freezes up, and you have to be a man and get through that social programming, that evolutionarily designed mechanism in your brain that stops you from the approach. Because if you don't approach, you won't get the girl, you won't get laid, you won't ever reproduce, and then your genes will be unapologetically weeded out of existence. So actually approaching women, learning this skill, and picking up girls is a matter of life and death. It's that serious. So anyway, for what are called APUAs, aspiring PUAs, or GPUAs, green PUAs, that are transitioning from AFC, average frustrated chump, or RAFC, a recovering average frustrated chump, you can do certain exercises. And anyway, to desensitize you, progressive desensitization to the approach. So for example, what you want to do is you want to take some ice cubes, and let's just get an ice cube in our hand. Oh shit, I got a whole bunch. I'm fucked now. I'll do two hands for you guys. So anyway, around in 2007, I think it might have been 2008, I don't remember. But I went to this seminar, and there was basically a bunch of us all lined up, and it was kind of like, there was a master pickup artist, and then there was all of us RAFCs and GPUAs, and it was kind of like being a Jedi. Like it was like a Jedi master and apprentices. Now, the master pickup artist, he wasn't dressed in like, a robe like a Jedi. He was just dressed in a button-up shirt. But they made us hold this ice. And by the way, it's starting to burn now. It sucks. And so we would start holding this ice, and the master pickup artist would basically say, we're like the Padawan learners, and he's basically saying, now you're holding ice, and it sucks. This is very fucking uncomfortable. But in terms of approaching a girl, it is uncomfortable to take that step forward and start a conversation, or draw up a conversation from out of thin air and try to attract a girl that you've never met before and get her number and get a date with her. It's uncomfortable. Fact. Just like holding this fucking ice clenching is unfucking comfortable. Fact. Okay, this sucks right now. I want to put it down. But guess what? It's not going to kill me. It's just uncomfortable. Okay, so we're unlocking that mechanism. It's like a mental hack. And you start realizing, like, hey, it's going to be uncomfortable to talk to that girl. But if I don't do it, then I'm not going to get her number. I'm not going to get laid, and I'm going to have to go home and beat my meat. Okay, we don't want to jerk off, right? You don't want to, or watch some internet porn, something like that, right? We want to get laid by real pussy. Okay, it sucks. It's uncomfortable, but you'll get through it. You could do the same thing with like taking a cold shower. Taking a cold shower sucks, but you won't die. It's just uncomfortable. It's definitely dripping now, and it sucks. So anyway, there was like a whole room full of us, and we all had to hold up this ice until it was completely gone in our hand. And anyway, then we took a break, and it's just basically a way to psych yourself out. So the next time that you're out on the street and you see a pretty girl, you just remember, I know it's going to be uncomfortable. I know it's going to suck. And I'm kind of scared. I'm kind of nervous. Because you got to be brave. It's not like, us guys, we can get in fights, we can own $1 million companies, we can slay fucking dragons. But then when it comes to talking to a pretty girl, that's fucking real scary. It's a different kind of scary. It's a different kind of bravery. But you can do it. Just remember, it's going to be uncomfortable, but you gotta sarge on. You gotta push forward and go talk to that girl and spark that attraction and get that number. Feel me? We had to do the same thing with like we had to walk on broken glass and walk across fire. And when you move up in the ranks in the PUA hierarchy, as you move towards becoming a master and a guru, and it's interesting because you might believe that if you step on broken glass, it's going to cut your foot, but that's a false belief because that's not the way glass breaks. Glass actually breaks away. So when you step on it, even though there might be a shard that's straight up, it breaks down. And that's why you see those people like on Venice Beach, they can be jumping on broken glass and you're like, how does he do that? And he doesn't cut his feet. Because you don't know that glass breaks down. See, we see something and we have a false belief about it. But then when you find the truth behind things, then it shatters that limiting belief and creates a new empowering belief. Now that you know that it is going to be uncomfortable. And the reason I feel this way is because I've been evolutionarily designed to do that because it aided in my survival 100,000 years ago. But again, you don't need that now. So you can have a new empowering belief to say, hey, I am going to feel uncomfortable. Every single man, even myself, is going to feel uncomfortable when we approach a beautiful woman. But that's all it is. It's going to be a little uncomfortable. And then when you go in there and you talk to her, that feeling will shred away. And the worst thing that happens is she says no, and then just use my favorite word, which is, okay, next. Go on to the next girl. Because one of them is going to say yes. 9 girls might tell you hell no, but one of them will tell you hell yes. And that's the one that's important. Walking on fire, same thing. You might think initially, well, it's hot fire, it's hot coals. We were out there in the desert doing a training, and there was hot coals, and I had to walk across it. And you might think, well, it's going to burn your feet, but when you just walk across it, pop, 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 and you're done, you don't even notice it because the heat point, I forget the technical term, but it doesn't, your skin won't register it, and because it goes that fast, you just walk over it, and it's not a big deal. Tony Robbins does that kind of stuff too at his trainings to empower people and the whole self-help community. We do it as a term of like, okay, like I've now walked on broken glass, I've walked on fire, I should be able to walk over and talk to a girl. It's just fun stuff and interesting interesting ways to reframe things in your mind. But anyway, if you're at home, grab some ice and try that and just feel that yes, it's uncomfortable. Or take a cold shower and go, yeah, this sucks. But realize that you're not going to die. And it's the exact same thing when you're going to approach a beautiful woman. Yes, it's going to suck. It's going to feel uncomfortable. It's going to feel awkward. You're going to feel fucking weird inside. But it's okay. It's okay that you're going to feel that way. I feel that way, and all of the top seducers in the world also feel those feelings. We go through that experience. It's just that we keep moving and we go in and we open the set. I'm a black belt in martial arts. I study multiple styles, and one of the things they say is that a black belt is just a white belt who never gave up. He just kept going and got through the ranks. And it's kind of the same thing. You know, you can you just have to keep your eye on the prize and then fucking blast that set open. Just, you see a girl, you can also use what we call 3S, which is called the 3-second rule. The 3-second rule is basically you have 3 seconds. When you see a hot girl, you have 3 seconds to stop what you're doing and walk over there and talk to her. And that will eliminate any negativity or negative thoughts or images that might enter your head. It will eliminate the fact of you trying to think, well, there she is, she's hot, what do I say? And just walk over there and blast that set open. You see a hot girl, just walk over, stop what you're doing, drop your drink, tell your friend, hey, I'll be right back. Just walk over, hey guys, what's up? That's it. Hey guys, quick question, I want to ask you this. That's it. Set's open. Now you're talking to her, and that feeling, when you do the 3-second rule, it won't even give time for that feeling to establish, for your brain to pump those chemicals and endorphins and all those emotions. Anyways, just food for thought. Just thought I'd put that out there. And I will see you on the next one. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Hope you liked this video. And if you like these style of videos, then let me know. And definitely in the comments, if you have questions about girls or dating and relationships, leave me a comment and I'll try to make little question and answer videos. And it's just kind of an experiment. It's a different type of fast-paced video. Someone asks me a question, I'm just basically recording it and then uploading it without any editing. It's just raw, just straight up real shit. So anyway, see you guys on the next one. Peace.